Welcome to the Talk All You Can Talk podcast, where we literally talk all that we can talk. This is our setup, and we are your hosts, Fay
and Camille.
Welcome back. Well, actually, welcome back to us.
Welcome back, we're here.
This is a completely different day. This is being filmed. It's a completely different week, actually.
If we're gonna be honest, none of our audio saved from the last one we filmed.
And we decided to come here and bring our old clothes back for aesthetic purposes. What's your personal, good, honest host without telling you their embarrassing situation? I mean, this is what's going on. We created this podcast with good intentions. I know there's a lot of other podcasters who make great podcasts, and we listen to them on the bus. We listen to them on the way to school, during hallway, when we're free, whatever, when we're feeling at our lowest, when we just finished a breakup and we feel as though we're in our healing era. It was funny. Anyways, but at the same time, being honest, they're not 16.
They're not. They are not in high school. I promise you, if I walked up to them and I was like, high school is stupid, they would be like, finish school, kids.
But it's like, we want you to know that we're actively going through it too, and you guys can feel heard and accepted and feel included, and that we get it because we're going through it right now, and we're choosing to embarrass ourselves and come out here
to literally embarrass ourselves, to embarrass ourselves, to get podcasts made fun of us. Sorry, that didn't come out right mentally.
You know the saying that everybody says now, even me myself included, I just hate people, I hate everyone. At the same time, you guys are the only ones that get it. I'm gonna start off saying that I've been feeling really drained. I don't like saying the word depressed, but I've been feeling depressed. I don't really want to come to school. I don't really want to go to any of my classes anymore.
It's also that time of year. Like, it's the end of the year, and it's like, what the fuck?
Damn.
Like, it's over. It's over in a month. Like, why are we still coming here?
Being alone all that time at home just never helps. Like, home doesn't feel like home anymore. Things that I would think make me feel better, they just simply don't anymore.
Like theater. I love theater with my whole heart. Like, it's everything to me. But sometimes I walk into the classroom and I'm expecting it to lift my mood because that's what it used to do, and it just doesn't. And I don't think that there is anything that can. Like, I think that it's just, right now, it's sad. Right there. Right now it's sad, right now we're sad. And there's not really much.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. It's just like you were smiling at me, and I thought we were gonna laugh together, and I thought the chemistry was happening here, and it just didn't happen.
Well, considering you're gonna get an F in chemistry, I don't think you understand that, okay?
I was talking to my uncle about it, actually. He's really the only one who fully understands me and takes the time to listen to me. He said that it was fully a challenge at first, but now it became like a monster. I don't understand anything about it, and it's not even just chemistry. Everything feels much harder on me.
That's exactly how I feel with freaking algebra 2. Like,
I love algebra 2.
I love chemistry.
I hate you.
I hate you.
And I feel like just in general, being drained makes going into high school so much harder.
It really does. At the beginning of the year, you don't understand how excited I was for the school year. I was like, I'm finally not a freshman. Like, I can get to go to school and I can look down on these little babies. And
I'm just gonna put it out there. We were freshmen months ago.
No, obviously, but like, I was being hyperbolic. Like, I just didn't like the friggin' freshman this, freshman that. I was so excited to come to school, not be a freshman, not have to worry about it anymore. I got to school. First day, there was like a weird thing in algebra where we were like in a partner group and we had to do work. And I was like, how is it that I don't know stuff that we learned in algebra 1 when I got an A in algebra 1? How am I struggling already? Algebra 2 is my worst grade, and that was like, okay, well, this year's not going to be very good. Great.
I don't get any help on schoolwork at home because I'm just always alone. It doesn't help the fact that I have to come here with all of these other drained people, and
because it's not just us. Like, every single person.
Nobody wants to be here.
Not a singular person. Even like Mr. Corey, even like Mr. G. Like, you came in and you saw Mr. G and you were like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "I'm not on the inside, but you know what? It's okay." It
hurts me to see them suffering so much because, like, the only reason we even come here, y'all, is maybe for our friends.
Actually, the only reason I come to school is to see my friends. And that's it. Peak honesty on my end, because I used to love learning and I just don't anymore. I come here for the social interaction and that's about it.
I just can't do it, Camille. Like, my eyes literally hurt. Like,
You saw me this morning. Like, I came into school, like, she literally looked at me. She was, like, talking. She was like, why didn't you answer the... And then she looked at me in my face. She was like, that's why you didn't answer the phone. She was like, that's why you weren't answering. And she looked at my face. My eyes were, like, puffy. And she was like, all right, that's it.
Yeah. Everybody's tired, and being here doesn't help. Having faculty and teachers that don't even like their job doesn't help at all.
I had a teacher last year. His name was Mr. Minutello, because we're just telling all. Halfway point through the year. And basically, he has a mid-year crash out every single year.
Mid-year crash out.
Where he tells all of his students that he's going to quit his job and he hates it here and this and this and that. And it's like, that is not helping anyone. That is not making me want to come to school. That is not making me want to behave in your class. It is just making me feel worse about myself.
Like, honestly, when is the last time I've seen a teacher that genuinely enjoys their job? Like, I'm sorry, you're not helping.
Do you know when the last time I've seen a teacher that genuinely enjoys their job? Fucking elementary school teachers.
Elementary was like, I feel like when I was in elementary school, like, I was so excited to go to high school.
Yeah, like, for sure. I was excited with anything that revolved around being older than I was. Which, like, still low-key. Yeah, I just wanted to be older. I wanted to experience things like high school kids do. But now I look at them in the hallways and it's just like, you are just like me.
Like, it's not the same anymore. Like, looking back into elementary now and middle school, like, people there are also suffering.
Elementary school, smoking and drinking. Are we serious?
Can we talk about it? You're 12.
Talk about you're in 5th fucking grade. You're in 5th grade.
You're 12.
You're in 5th grade.
Shout out to Micah.
Shout out to Micah.
Shout out to Micah.
Shout out to Moses' condom box.
Anyway. I did it too. I was 13. I was smoking. I was doing
I was being a very bad girl.
I was going through it, and I get it. But it's like, now that I'm older, I don't want to say that I know more, but I've definitely become more observant. I think middle school was probably the roughest for everybody. Everybody realized and comes to terms with who they really are and what made them who they were. And that could either, one, scare you, or two, you can find yourself.
Middle school is forming years for every single human walking the earth.
I mean, tell me you haven't watched Big Mouth yet.
No, actually, like, middle school was forming years. But another thing to add on top of that is a lot of our middle school years was COVID. We were, like, trying to find ourselves while we were stuck in the house with our family wearing masks to school.
Or even no family, whoever you were with, or maybe alone, or maybe stuck on your phone. Freaking, I don't know.
Doom scrolling, the generation of
sleeping,
doom scrolling.
Like, I think it's led to all of us not wanting to be vulnerable with each other anymore. And I just wish we could talk about it. Like, I wish that we could go up to people and not, like, just be so hard on each other and judge each other for so many things, because I know growing up is hard. And it's not just me, it's everybody, and everybody is so unhappy. And I think the only time where we really are happy is when, I don't know, we're smoking or we're not in school.
We're smoking, not in school, and sometimes when you're at home, it is not good either.
And we can't talk about it. We're being told, oh, you can always go to somebody to talk. No, I can't. Like,
you can't.
I promise you.
Hello?
Hello? Say hi to Maya, everybody. Oh, okay, she didn't want the mic.
Hey, guys. So, I'm at practice right now, and
welcome to Maya, everybody.
It's hell, so kill me.
Do you not feel like you literally want to kill yourself even when you're dancing? She has to stay here until 8.
How is school making you feel right now, and how is guard on top of that making you feel?
You have your own mic.
You actually do have your own mic, yeah.
It feels like shit. My report card was so bad. I edited it. I'm not playing. I literally got an F, a D, a D, a C, a B, and A.
Is that because you're drained? Do you feel like you're drained?
Because I had theater and this and school. I can't handle it all.
Y'all, this wasn't even planned. Like,
this wasn't planned. She fucking knocked on the door and we said, "Bro."
No, my teammate was like, "There's people in there." I was like, "Those are my butt cuts." Wait. Okay, yeah, and I just did a flag part, literally 15.
Bro, another. Oh, sure.
Not only on top of all the suffering that comes within being here and being at home and all of that, but people have clubs, people have sports, people have parents yelling at them for sports. How are you supposed to manage all of that at once? And I don't know how I'm going to grow up just do it all on my own. Like, the thing is that I can't wait to be alone and grow and like be 18 and be on my own. But at the same time, it's like I'm scared because I don't want to be what my dad says that I'm going to be a failure. I don't want to like live on the street and be homeless because I'm on my phone all the time because it's basically the only thing that distracts me at home other than reading, but I don't even have the energy to do that right now. It's scary.
It's scary to think about whenever you're thinking about it like that, like whenever you're actually going through the thought process. But for me, I don't look at it that way. Like, I'm just like, I need an out. I need to be
Right.
gone.
I need an out.
And
right.
even if my out is on the streets or fucking, I don't know, doom scrolling a failure, at least it's my out. Like, at least it was me that was doing it. Because right now, I feel so trapped. I'm at school and I am at home and I am doing my schoolwork or whatever at home still. And I go to do theater and I go to do this and I go to do that. I'm supposed to enjoy these things. I'm supposed to love them. And I do. But it's like, I am so stuck here. And I don't want to be anymore.
And you know what happened last Friday when we both had that horrible morning with our moms? Miss Sakura, I came to her crying that morning because of my mom had just made me suffer so horribly in that morning, telling me how I was manipulator and all of that stuff that we'll get into later. She said that literally the only way out is college.
The only way out is through.
And I don't mean like you have to go to college, that's the only way. No. Like, I mean like the only way out is after high school.
Yeah. Like you have to. You are trapped, and that's the
That's it, y'all.
You're trapped until you're not. You're trapped until you walk the stage and you get your diploma, and then you can live your life. And still, then some people are in situations where they are not out of it fully. Like, there's some people who are in situations where their parents are still controlling them, which I know personally. Their parents are still controlling them as they're in college, like living their lives, and they're still trapped in their situation. And it's just like, it's hard. It's very hard, and it's very draining.
What's your way out right now?
Nothing. And that's the problem. So, my way out was theater and chorus. But I think I'm too far gone to the point where I don't think I have anything. Like, I love those things so much. I do. It's not anything of like, I am starting to hate theater and I'm starting to hate chorus because I love them so much. They're not helping me anymore. Bless my heart.
Everybody say hi to Layla! Apparently we have a fucking guest.
I promise you.
Guys, I genuinely hate my life right now. Like, I genuinely, like, actually hate my life. I woke up this morning crying. I went to bed crying. Like I don't want to say I just want to kill myself because I'm not suicidal, but fuck, like, I just want everything like to stop. Like, I just want
Layla,
to, like,
we were literally just having this conversation.
You
like,
came
you
in
actually came in at the
perfect
time!
Can you,
like, barely.
Can you please try to get out of this?
No, I'm quitting next year. The only reason
Are you sure?
I really talked about it.
We just talked about it with Brianna, and she was like,
she's not quitting.
Yeah, she was like, she's bipolar about this.
I know, but like, I've actually made a decision to quit because then when I'm joining a studio, and my dad said he's gonna pay for that, and he said I can only pay for winter season. I won't pay for field season. I said okay, cool. And so the other day I talked to Miss Zoe. I said, is it okay if I just do winter season? She's like, no, because if she's not accepting people if they don't do field season too. So I was like, that's genuinely an excuse. Like, I cannot pay for your field season. Like, my dad will not pay for it because I'm going back to the studio. So it's like, if it's really like, if I genuinely cannot join winter season, then I'm just not going to do it at all because there's no point.
Like, yeah, my mom's also having the same dilemma where she's like, I know you like to do color guard, but I can't pay for all that again. Like, it's literally $600 for color guard, and that's not even like with the costumes and everything that we have to have, and then
That's what I'm saying.
it's
That's
$800
the hair
for
sections,
winter.
the extra stuff, like.
And then they want us to buy a costume for this.
Why are you crying right
for
now?
3 minutes?
Because
she's overwhelmed.
Right
like, she just has so much going on, and she was trying to go home because she doesn't feel good.
I'm so emotional now too because I just started my period too. Like,
Our coach literally told our teammate to go and get Layla. Like, she was literally at Target, and then our teammate called her and was like, I'm coming to get you, and Brianna turned around and brought her back. But that's not the only like problem that she has. She doesn't just need a ride home. She's tired, she's overwhelmed, and
I fucking need a break. Like, let me go. I'm not needed. Like, what am I doing? I'm literally sitting here. I'm literally not fucking needed here. So why the fuck am I here? Why can't you just let me go home? Like,
there's no way out.
There's no way out because it's everyone else deciding for you.
Exactly.
And they also don't take no for an answer. Like, they pressure you all the time. They're like, oh, you can do this, or you can do that. Oh, wait, but you can do this, you can do that. No. Like, I told you no. Just let it be no. Like,
and genuinely this pressure, and it's like, I feel like they've made it to a point where I'm genuinely like scared. My stomach starts turning, and like I get so anxious and so scared to just walk in here every time I've done something bad. Like literally when Brianna turned around, I was about to walk in, I was so anxious. Like I started to cry. I was like, I really just don't want to walk in here. Like she makes you feel like that, and I just don't think that's an environment that's okay. Like it shouldn't be something where I'm scared to come to practice, or like if I'm scared to tell you something. Like it shouldn't be that. And you preach, you fucking preach about being like this saint or something, and you're just not it.
The worst part about it is we really cannot do anything about it.
Like it's just, that's our life.
And it's like you really want to, but you just can't. Like,
and this isn't every day. Like I don't know when the last time you genuinely spent time with your mom was, and that's why I always ask you every week, did you spend time with your mom this weekend? Did you spend time with your mom this weekend? Because you're literally never done running. You're always running, Layla. What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna go through the motions of this rehearsal, and I've already made it a point. Like everybody knows that if she says something to me about anything that I'm gonna do, because I'm not even stressed, so my legs feel like shit. I'm cramping, so
Layla,
I'm not going
you need
to laugh.
tell her right now that you're not doing it. It doesn't matter.
Fatima, it's not going to work.
That's
Because
what I'm saying.
I've gone through it with cheerleading, and I've gone through it with, like, not necessarily Fielders, because Miss Okora was more understanding, but like with Miss Claudia, you can't tell them that you're feeling bad, because then they will think less of you.
You were at your low, but you didn't give your 100, and that's like something that people preach about, or it's like you can't push through just for da 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 da. I'm saying sometimes you just can't. Like trust me, there are so many fucking times where I come to rehearsal and I feel like absolute crap, but I push through and you never see it. And you never ask me about it because I don't show it. And it's like the one time where I'm actually like I feel like crap, so I show that I feel like crap. It's like, oh, now it's a big deal. Like, oh, you haven't been acting like this before. I haven't acted like this before because I don't show it.
Sometimes leave what you have at the door. You leave it, and then you come in, and then this is a whole thing that you come into, and it's like a new door.
Exactly.
Like this is its own issue, and I can't leave it at the door because I'm walking into it.
Exactly.
And they literally tell us that this is a safe space to go to, and that we have people to talk to, but obviously we don't.
Exactly. You know those movies where like the woman is so sad, so angry, and her scream is just like feel her scream.
No, because sometimes I'll be having those breakdowns, but they're like the very much needed breakdowns, and like you're suffering so much and you can't even breathe, but it's like fuck, like I needed this so bad.
It was me last night. Like, sat in my bed and I started bawling, and I said, "Why the fuck am I crying?" And I was just thinking about a whole bunch of shit, and it's like I really need this. So when I fucking cried my ass off. I cried until I couldn't cry anymore. I was like, okay, it's time to go to bed now.
Do you ever like feel guilty for it?
Not necessarily. I never feel guilty for it because I never like. My cries are always so late. Like something will happen like months ago and I'll cry like just now.
Do you think that's because you're like holding in your emotions? You're trying to
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely someone that holds in my emotions. I will like push through until the last second or until my breaking point. Whenever I like talk to certain people about it and they're like, "Oh, that happened so long ago." Well, I'm just now like letting it.
Well, sorry, I'm fully processing it right now.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll hold it all in until I physically can't anymore.
What?
It's so much stress. Yesterday I was in the bathroom, like my legs were shaking, and because I don't know, I was washing my face, and I feel so physically and mentally weak. Getting older, I don't want to say it sucks, because at the same time, I'm gonna say this, and hopefully it helps some of you. If you were a star, and you were in the universe, and you were happy all the time, and then another star comes to you, and they're like, do you want to go down to Earth for a split of time to experience all the emotions possible and come back? I would say yes. So although all of these emotions are so painful and euphoric, I feel like it's also so beautiful. I know that a lot of people struggle, and I see it every day I walk through the hallways. Every day I sit down, somebody's always drained. Somebody just can't take those headphones off. I couldn't either. I still can't to this day.
Right now, especially.
Although it's so painful, it's so beautiful. Thanks to those moments, I feel like I wouldn't be able to appreciate the joy the way that I do now. Although I feel severely drained. I just hope it passes, and I know that a lot of people say that it will, and I'm sure it will.
But the issue with saying that it will is that the stress of high school will pass. But the stress of life never passes, because that's just life. You're living it. you're gonna feel stressed over the most minuscule thing.
And I feel like right now, as we get older, we feel more. Like, it's all about emotions. Adults are so, like, far away from that, and they forgot.
Not even that they didn't forget. They're not far away. They are living life. They've been conditioned to...
They're in this routine like a hamster, and there's, like, my dad, the way he escapes is TV, music, all the time. He never knows how to stay in the present moment. He never knows how to stay quiet.
I'm sure they're sad.
Exactly.
There's no way that they are not drained, because I can tell. And when I say that I can tell, I'm not saying that I can tell exactly what you're going through, but I can tell when I'm looking at someone and they are physically and mentally drained. And sometimes I look at adults and I'm like, you're not here right now. You have got to be somewhere else.
And how am I supposed to get that support?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how am I supposed to go home and get that support? Because I don't have it. And I feel jealous of the people that do. I feel guilty for it. Like, I wish I had what you had. I wish I had a family dinner to go to. Wish that I felt like I could talk to my mom.
I wish I felt like I could talk to anybody that I lived with.
I wish I didn't feel so alone.
Bitch!
I wish we all didn't feel so alone and so trapped, and I'm sorry.
That is one of the reasons that we made the podcast.
As much as people could make fun of this, and I mean, go ahead, I'd laugh too, honestly. Whatever.
Honestly, if I saw two random girls in my grade making a fucking podcast called Talk All You Can Talk, I'm sure I would get a good giggle out of it. Yeah.
But I know you need this. Like, I know
you wouldn't be still watching if you didn't need this.
Or maybe they already got out of the video. But anyway.
Well, if they already got out of the video, they're not watching. So.
I didn't think that was funny. But this is the reason why we created this podcast. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's even on my Instagram, yo. Like, it's even on my Instagram! Like, all of your emotions are beautiful. And you can laugh at me, you can think this is stupid, you can think this is silly, and I'm a pick-me, whatever you want. But I know that there is one thing, or maybe a little bit of what we've said, that you feel as well. I'm genuinely proud of you, even though you don't know me or you don't know us, it may not feel like much. But coming from, just look at it from a 16-year-old perspectives girl, saying to you, I'm glad that you're feeling everything, and if you're suppressing them, I'm sorry, because I was too, and I am too, and I'm struggling, but at least we're all struggling together, and this is why this is here, and we have the best intentions with this, and I'm really glad that if you stayed to watch, I'm really glad that you did, and I felt really happy talking to you all about this.
I talked to you guys for a lot longer than you're seeing. Going along with the topic of being high school is stupid. The system around high school and the system that we live in just as a whole is kind of stupid. And the way that we can't feel our emotions and the way that we are told we're suffering and we're told to suppress everything is so fucking stupid. And that's why we're here to talk about it.
But I really hope that we don't turn into people that we don't want to be like, because those people add to our suffering, and I don't want to be 40 years old one day and regret so many things.
Just not feel much. Because feelings are beautiful.
All of your emotions are beautiful.
Even if they feel fucking shitty, because I can guarantee you I know they do.
I promise you there's been a point where we've wanted to end it. You're just, putting it out there.
Just recently.
But thank you.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening, and thank you for feeling. Thank you for being comfortable enough to sit here and watch us talk about emotions. Thank you all for being here, and thank Moses, because he's going to be here next week. And family, sorry, let's not spoil that title for next week, guys. Family. Bye!